6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, it's Eric Leo 108, the sociologist, philosopher, and hip hop artist, with the Monday update for July 6, 2026. I release new music every Friday. I also release books. This month's tracks are A Rose, Tamagotchi, Beta Stage, and Earth to Eve. This month's book is called The Myth of the Sun, which is a history of God that explores God as system intelligence. I just want to say I wish health, wealth, and happiness to other artists, especially Token and MGK. I don't know what's going on, but I hope you guys are all right. I'm currently live on School and YouTube. I'm going live every Friday. I go live every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern for a listening party, and 3 p.m. Eastern on the first Monday of the month for the Monday update. We are currently early. It's currently about 2:40, so we're 20 minutes early. Go watch the Friday listening party if you want a bar for bar breakdown of tracks. I plan on releasing 3 albums this year, maybe more. Mister Congeniality 2, America 2, Kingly, and a personal album I call Primary Source Material. I don't know if it's actually going to be called America 2 anymore because of rebranding. I'm in the midst of releasing the Mister Congeniality 2 album and the Kingly album as singles. Earth to Eve is a track from Mister Congeniality 2. And then A Rose and Beta Stage are from Kingly. In 2025, I released 74 tracks across about 54 drops. I have published 10 albums and 8 EPs, over 233 tracks in 2025. I will be releasing every Friday still in 2026. This is your reminder to please subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel. I would like to thank El Marquis, Destiny Beats, Finico Beats, David James, and Sam Peters, and especially Alex of Cozy Bear Beats, Josh Owens, A100, Ryan Anderson, and Josh Gatton. Working projects and personal update. My follower count is still shrinking across the board with the exception of Threads. I haven't been posting to Instagram, although I know I need to, and I've pretty much given up on X. I haven't been keeping up with the promotion schedule of albums every Tuesday. I get busy and I don't have time. I'm still not done with the behind the scenes stuff, and I don't know if I'll even mention it on this channel. This might be the last you hear of it. I haven't made much progress on learning the science behind social media. I haven't had time to watch Callaway. One of the things with my schedule is making time to watch him and Alex Hormozy. I have songs coming out from yet another distributor this month. I haven't figured out what or how to sell these major features direct to consumer yet. It all comes down to marketing, and I'll have money for marketing. I gave up on monetizing the blogs. I got burned out this month, like for the first time in like 5 years, from trying too much, and I have to cut things out of my focus because I don't have time. I decided I need to find a manager, videographer, and start doing live shows online and in person. I was looking for a videographer a couple years ago, but I had to give up on that because I couldn't afford it. Now that I have a lot of product and more clout, I'm offering a percentage of revenue from work as compensation. I've been getting hypnotized through pre-recorded sessions. I honestly think it's helping, but I don't make time to do the sessions consistently. I got off creatine, which was a mistake. I got back on it because I could tell it was helpful. What have I been working on? Cosmic Love and The Myth of the Sun books are published. You can hear the abridged audiobook here on YouTube. They're also on Audible, and you can find the books on Amazon. The next 4 books are Nouveau Economics, Gaia Rules, Atheism in Practice, although that's a working title, and Technocratic, which is also a working title. I wrote a couple pages of the Atheism in Practice book. I made an outline for Nouveau Economics. I haven't started Technocratic yet. I decided I would do charity work at GaiaRules.org, and I'm writing Gaia Rules, the book. It's probably about halfway done. I am only keeping up with 4 blogs and that now release once a month: Independent Hip Hop, Sociology of Love, Psychosocial Philosopher, and Nouveau Economics. You can find my blogs. You can find all my blogs at ericleo108.com/network. I got more credit and I still need more, and the credit union I deal with is taking forever. I haven't been keeping up with the email newsletter. I have not been keeping up with it. I don't think I've sent out any of the newsletters this month. I've been sticking to a rough schedule, but things don't get done if I have another pressing issue. Administrative activities continually and increasingly take up more and more of my time. I've decided to rebrand and focus my message for Eric Leo 108. I have 3 tracks done for the Elements and another 2 as practice tracks and another 3 written, including Healthcare, Memorial Day, and Providence, which are working titles. I might not mention this album again on this channel. Kingly is done. One of the gods, I think it was Saturn, told me to make another one for Emma, make another song for Emma, basically about growing old together, but I don't know if I will. I'm running out of beats that I reserved for the project. I made another Cosmic Love track. Gorgeous has been done for a couple weeks. I am still a member of the Sync Academy that I joined, but haven't had much time to learn. I decided I would try to find a producer to handle sync, and I found one. Last month I said I was going to do it myself. I decided that learning to produce beats would take up too much of my time. I did a purge of my social medias. I unfollowed a lot of people. Feel special if you made the cut. It started with YouTube to bring focus. I am focusing on content by Alex Hermosi, Caleb Ralston, Callaway, and Sean Dowett, and still never have time for them or have brain fatigue and end up watching Screwface Gene instead when I do have time. I am going to be setting up a bot on Claude for social media. I paid for a course about going viral on social media from the School of Hard Knocks a couple weeks ago, and I still haven't had time to watch. I looked into like getting help for the social media stuff. I've been trying to study. I've been trying to get help for the social media stuff, but it's like thousands of dollars, and I don't have that money. And that, like, by the time I pay for it, I'll talk about the risk. It diminishes my mental health the more risk I take. I don't know what it is. I think America's bad for my mental health, and I think being in debt or financials, being broke is bad for my mental health. So being broke in America is really bad for my mental health. That's honestly what I figured out. Being broke in America is really bad for your mental health. I took down a lot of videos on this YouTube channel, that we're on, that were of independent creators talking about issues I talk about in my music that are sometimes forbidden education. I looked into remaking the videos into explainer videos and then heard about Hank Green and the Vlog Brothers grant for creators, but I didn't fill out the grant in time. I don't have time to orchestrate the production, and I really don't have the money to get them produced, although I found a good price for it, so they'll remain down. I took them down in the first I took them down in the first place because I do not own them, and the creators that that do could have striked my account, although it's highly unlikely although it's highly unlikely that they would have, and I can't monetize the channel with videos I don't own. I actually felt like spending money this month, but that died pretty quick. I made another Instagram but haven't had time to build it. Eric Leo 108 Music is me and is about the music and the behind the scenes. And Eric Leo 108 this is all on Instagram is about cosmic love, being a label owner, and the school community. I paid a one-time payment for Content 360, which is a content uploader and scheduler. I have to I have to get sound kits made for my original sound. Okay, the culture and cosmic love. I don't know what it is about when I start recording, my nose starts itching. Um, I went to the Connor Price and Nick D concert. I didn't know he talks to fans after the concert. Otherwise, I would have stayed, but honestly, I was so beat. I was really tired driving home too. It was probably best that I didn't stay. Um, and I don't have money for a hotel and stuff like that. About a couple weeks ago, I came up with Gaia Rules, which is the charity work I'm doing. I picked about 8 to 12 charities I want to focus on. I decided I would make a song about each, put it in an album, and give those charities license to use the song as an asset and the revenue the song made. Um, so I also didn't do the costly stuff with the social media because Alex Hormozy, who predicts this kind of thing, has said that live shows are gonna make a comeback because people can't trust AI on the internet, and personal brands are gonna make a comeback, and that honestly, it's just bad for my mental health. Um, I'm trying to get off social media so much. I think it would be better with for my mental health if I wasn't on social media so much. Okay. So give those charities license to use the song as an asset and revenue and the revenue the songs made. Then a couple days later, I heard about Matt Damon's Get Blue campaign. Matt's charity, water.org, provides financing and infrastructure for mothers and families in water-distressed areas to provide clean drinking water. The problem is that much of the world doesn't have plumbing or access to clean water, and they have to live so it usually falls on the responsibility of little girls to collect water of an inferior quality, which takes up all their time and prevents them from going to school and basically being a kid. My blue, the atmosphere, the god, didn't say anything, and I wrote a song about song to give to water.org as an asset. And then he was like, said something about Matt. It is done, and I have to get A100 Josh Owens to sign the contract granting rights. I just talked to him. He looked at the contract. I got to fix it, and hopefully we'll sign it here when we meet later today. Around the same time, Miss Watson made a social media post about a wildlife charity. Writing this now, I should probably make them a song and add them to the roster of charity. Ever since I published The Myth of the Sun and decided to do my charity work through Gaia Rules, Gaia, again, she's a voice in my head, has been demanding attention for her and other gods in the solar system. The conversations we are having will be the substantiated basis for the Gaia Rules book, and you can keep up with the conversation on my Threads account at Eric Leo 108. I also gave an introduction to the book on cosmiclove.com. That's COSMICLUVE.com. Okay, now I'm going to swear. So with all that said, I'm totally going to call you a piece of dog shit, America, in a video I'm producing, and I'm really going to mean it when I say it to MAGA and billionaires. truly, deeply, utterly, and with a smile. MAGA is truly the largest, dumbest swath of brainwashed cult members I've ever seen. Billionaires can hide behind it's just a business when they're selfish, but I want to redefine what it means to be a responsible businessman today. I want to make money just to give it away to charity and taxes. Once I'm out here giving, building, connecting, and getting richer doing it while calling them pieces of dog shit for not, I'm going to make it impossible for them to hide what they're doing, and I'm going to make them look like the pieces of dog shit and assholes that they are. Let me tell you, it sure feels personal. You're welcome to steal this from me if you're an honest, well-to-do, hardworking businessman. Please do. As Andrew Carnegie argued in The Gospel of Wealth in 1889, a rich man who dies rich dies in disgrace. To be clear, I was going to tell you the theory behind why I'm doing this and how I'm doing this, but I decided not to because you'll fight it. All I'll say, never mind, I won't say that. You can either pay me to privately tell you and guide you benevolently, or you can get the public option, which is less forgiving and leaves you at the whims of Gaia and my emotions. I don't have money, in general about the business, I don't have money to streamline the business and make it efficient because I'm so strapped for cash. I have a prodigious, if that's even a word, amount of business education now, and it's still not good enough, and it costs me money I don't have to learn. Not only do I not have the time, but I don't have enough money. I can't get the money, or I can, but the risk associated is so crushing my mental health suffers. This is why I hate you, in all honesty. This is why I have to focus on things that will make me money in order to become better and more well known. I would honestly drop the books if it wasn't for Gaia requesting me to help, which is honestly a burden. Due to the tax code, billionaires live as economic kings at the expense of the poor and working class. The truth is, Americans hate the country, and then Republicans blame them for saying that they hate the country, but they hate it because of how it treats them, because money controls politics and the wealthy manipulate the system to their advantage. The wealthy make the rules. So when Americans talk about how they hate America, it's really the ultra wealthy's fault for essentially the equivalent of abusing a caged dog. America is only designed for the rich because that's who makes the rules. And they make the rules because changing it requires money. I can't tell you how tired I am of getting graped by the system, even though I did everything right and I work my ass off. Your shit doesn't work, America. It just makes money. For the rich, while the rest of us suffer. Personally, you've made me hate you by any moral, ethical, statistic, or anecdotal standard. With that said, the average length of an empire is 250 years. Happy 250th, America. Okay. That's it. That's all I had for you. Every time I turn on the camera, my nose starts itching. I don't know what it is. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. I love you very much. And until next time, you take care, all right?